the fair winds blow. Our home is where the waters flow. We'll show you what we've come to know on board while sailing wisdom.
Well, I don't know what Maddie did on her watch, but she scared all the wind away. So there's no point in having a reef in our head sail. So I'm gonna go shake that guy out. Still going pretty slowly, but a little faster. We picked up about half a knot. Yay. So our plan is we're just gonna keep drifting along, and eventually we'll make it there, because once we get out of here, we're gonna jump into the Gulf Stream. And if there is no wind, the Gulf Stream flows at about 4 to 5 knots in that area. So that means that we'll be pulled through the water at 4 to 5 knots. So if we have no wind, but are being pulled through the water, we suddenly have apparent wind, which we can sail with. So we can use that to make the little jump into Miami. So a cold front is blasting down here. Super cold, which is why I'm in a jacket, a hoodie.
It's not actually that cold.
Oh, I'm freezing. Cold fronts bring a north wind, and we're heading north. So we're tacking right now, and we have like 300 miles to go. And tacking for 300 miles really sucks, so just kind of waiting for the wind to pass and then go back to normal and blow out of the southeast, and then just rocket us right up to there.
It's a little bit frustrating because we've come all this way with such perfect sailing for a whole week, and then all of a sudden, like, we're beating. And we're having to tack and add miles to this trip. We're just so giddy to get to Florida for a number of reasons, but I have to say, with all the frustration of this current weather pattern that's happening over us, I'm just so grateful that we've had a week of perfect sailing. I mean, I don't know the last time that happened to us. I don't know that it's ever happened to us. So it's been a gift, and especially since we're kind of coming around to finish the circle, the big Atlantic circle that we've made to Florida. It's not a last for us, but it is the conclusion of this huge circuit. So it just is cool to have it conclude in such a positive way. And of course, I'm speaking before we've gotten there, but just that week of sailing, I'm so grateful for.
Man, what a just gorgeous sailing. I mean, look at this. We're just effortlessly cutting through these waves, and the sun's setting, and it's just perfect. Just perfect. I'm loving life.
My watch ended, and it's so frustrating because the wind is coming straight from where we want to go, but apparently there's like a current that's against us, and our tacks are at 180 degrees. Like on one tack we go southwest, and on the other tack we go northeast. So we're just going back and forth on the same line and not actually going anywhere. Just across the separation zone. It's horrible. It's ridiculous. We're struggling to make miles here. We're just tacking back and forth, trying. What?
It's an upwind battle.
Yes, it's an upwind battle. We're trying so hard. We're only technically 2 or 3 days away from our destination in Miami, but you can also be 2 days away from a place for a long time, as we've learned. So we're just trying so hard to get there.
What happens, we've been like, you know, 100+ miles per day, and now we're looking at, well, yesterday we sailed 98 miles, something like a good respectable number. 35 made good, which means that, so explain that one.
Well, it means that we were just tacking and going backwards and doing strange things.
Yeah.
We were always moving, just not in the right direction. We'll get there. One nice thing is that I've gotten a ton of awesome reading done. I finished Bossy Pants by Tina Fey, and just finished Lovely Bones, which was phenomenal, and now I'm reading Imperfect Birds by Anne Lamott.
Well, one thing that's been really nice about, you know, this delay is it gives us more time and like just the beautiful open water. Like, you never know that Cuba is right there. And then here you got the Bahamas, you don't see them. It's just like big open water, even though it's a tiny little channel. It's like 25 miles wide. But it's just, we're tacking and we're just having like great sailing while we wait for the wind to shift to finally take us into Florida. Okay, we are reefed down, not because the wind's like exceptionally high, it's just we were heeling a lot, just beating, like pounding into the waves, and it just wasn't very pleasant. And the issue is, it was at the point where it was still okay, but if it got more intense, then it'd be really hard to reef, because it's just, you know, handling big sails in big wind. And the issue is, I'm alone right now.
I've been graced with a nasty headache and not nice things.
At least you're not seasick.
At least I'm not seasick. Ugh.
So we're heading northeast right now, even though we want to be going northwest, because the wind is north, and that's it. So as soon as it gets further north, like more northeast, then we're going to turn around and start going west, well, slightly southwest. As the wind goes turning around, we can finally make our way up into Florida. So the whole issue is we're navigating this narrow channel north of Cuba, the shallow water just north of Cuba in the Bahamas, and then a shipping, like a major shipping lane, so you have a separation zone, and the Gulf Stream. All this all at once. So it's a bit of an issue. Like, we need the right winds to make the trip safely. So it's a matter of waiting for the winds to be correct and like plotting our position so that everything flows together nicely, and just dealing with stuff as it comes. We've been sailing all day today, and we've done about 6 miles made good because we're tacking. So,
We are completely becalmed. We have been all night. It's pretty. It's peaceful. But I wouldn't be mad if the wind came back.
noisy, but we're going 2.1 knots in the right direction. And we can do this for as long as we have gasoline for the generator. So, I mean, at least we're going. I just hate running that generator because it's so noisy.
Take the chicken. Alright, just gonna give you the chicken. Here you go. Being becalmed in the ocean is one of the most beautiful things you can see. It is like watching the water kind of ripple around you is gorgeous. And I have to concentrate on that aspect of it because otherwise I'll go crazy knowing that we are 200 miles away from Miami and can't get there. But it really is, it's something special. It's something I never thought I'd see again for a long time. And here we are in the supposed trades, becalmed. But it really is beautiful. We're moving. We've been becalmed so many times that we know the patterns, and the best thing about being becalmed is that when the wind comes back, there are no waves, and so we just glide effortlessly through the water. And that's what's happening right now. It's great.
So we're cutting through the Nicholas Channel. It's between the Bahamas and Cuba, but like down under Florida area. It's like this weird shoal in the middle of nowhere. So we're going around that, and then once you finally get around it, then we hook and go up the Gulf Stream. I'm gonna get Charlie and go to bed. Oh. Poopy. Go poopy and then we'll go to sleep. Charlie girl. Go poopy. Today's actually been really awesome because, yes, we were becalmed, but then the wind came and it was just beautiful all day. Like, it was just glassy calm, so you get that mirror look on the ocean. And then when the wind finally came, we're on a broad reach going 6 knots and they're full sail. It was just spectacular. And now tonight we're just on a run with just our jibs up, and it's like this has just been absolute bliss. There's been no land in sight anywhere, barely any traffic, and just beautiful blue water forever and clear blue skies, and just all around. Oh, I've just absolutely loved today so much. We'll know we're in it because our course is going to be going from heading to Florida to be just swept north.
I am so excited that we've turned north. This is the home stretch of this passage. I don't want to spoil the surprise, but there's something really exciting happening tomorrow once we get to shore. Thanks for watching this episode of Sailing Wisdom. Don't forget to like the video, share it with your friends, and hit subscribe so you don't miss the next Rigging Doctor episode. And if you're interested in even more Rigging Doctor awesomeness, consider becoming a patron to see all of our extras. Can't wait to see you next time as you join us out here on the high seas.